I've got a speed square and a couple of combination squares and thought it's time to get these stored on my French cleat wall. So let's step into this build and see what we come up with. So I found a couple of scrap pieces here as I have started all of my French cleat builds. And I was thinking, what if I cut some grooves in here that the squares would just slip into, and then they would just hold themselves up by that. And it would work with both the types of square. With this one I may only be able to go, maybe about that far in or so. But to build this, I'll need to cut a French cleat back that is same size as that. And then for the support pieces, I was thinking this. It would be along the side here, and this would be on top, and then I would have it just kind of angle off down here, and that would really give it lots of support. I'd probably do it something like that, I think. So let's make a couple of cuts and get this built. Now my top piece is a little bit more than 6 inches, but I'm still going to mark every inch on here. So I think on the last one I'm going to move over just a touch, so that maybe if I have a bigger tool, I'll have a little bit more room on that one. So if my speed square were going to be placed in here like this, it couldn't go any more than about there. But I do want it to have plenty of strength. So what if I did it this way? I like it this way better. So I think maybe if I went about right there, that would be enough strength here. So let's see what that distance would be. Yeah, so I'm going to do 5 inches on this. So each groove is going to be a 5-inch length here. I'm going to make these all the same length, so if one day I decide to put my combination square in this groove, fine. But if the next day I decide to put speed square in there, that's fine as well. So let's head over to the table saw and get these cut out real quick. Now if I were to cut this straight on with the blade fairly low, there'd be a pretty serious curve in that cut. So I've brought the blade up really high so that there's just a minimal curve there. So I'm going to try and bring it out to the end of my line, and then move the fence down and keep going until I have all of these cut. Now one pass through here is not going to be enough for the speed square, so I'm going to probably do 2 passes on all of these so that it'll fit this tool in any slot. Okay, let's try it now. Well, that's a little bit tighter than I wanted, so I'm going to have to go just a little bit more on that to make sure it has an easy enough slide in point. Okay, I got that all cut, and as you can see, the speed square can fit in all of those, and I think it would really look nice. So I also made it where the combination square can fit in there too, in either direction. I'll probably store it like that so that it comes close to the end. Okay, now let's get this thing assembled. I want to put the cleat here and then put this piece right here. And then I want to pre-drill a couple of screw holes in here so that it's not going to be ripping the material. Okay, I'm going to put some Titebond 2 wood glue on here. Okay. And then I'm using some 2-inch screws to get this put together. Let's go this side. Okay. I have found that using 2 screws plus the wood glue on here is all it really needs. And then I have to kind of clean up the mess here where the wood glue comes out of there. Now I want to get the side supports on. They're going to go right here and right here. And so I just want to do the same where I pre-drill a screw location here. So I'm just going to come down here and do a little like that. Okay, and then once again I'm going to do the wood glue and 2-inch screw bit. This time I can put a little glue on both here and up the side. Should be pretty good. Okay. Very nice. Do a little cleanup on that. Okay, there's the finished shelf. Has nice legs on it and a very smooth and slick design, I think. And it should hold up really well there. Very nice. Let's give it a try with our tools. Holds that one well. Oops, backwards. There we go. Yeah, that's so nice. I'll be able to find them now instead of looking around in my shop. They don't hang down too far either, so that's a good thing. And now I do have 2 more slots that I can use for expansion if I get another one of these combination squares that's maybe between those 2, but I like it a lot. The combination square is one of those tools that I use almost daily here in my shop. I started using it about a year ago, and after I used it for the first time, it was one of those why haven't I been doing this for years? So needless to say, I'm going to be accessing this little shelf quite often, and I wanted to make sure that it was easy to get to and not any kind of a hassle to just pull the tool right off and use it. I think that this is going to work out quite well. I can push things all the way to the back and they're not going to fall off, so definitely good. If you've enjoyed this little build, write a comment in the comment section below. And be sure to share this video if you know somebody that could really benefit from storing their tools like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And it's one of those tools where you think, where have I been all my life? Or where have I been all my life? It's one of those tools where you think, where has it been? Why didn't I use this sooner?